All right, welcome back to Eyewitness News this morning. We're joined by Charlie O'Hara, who's here to answer your legal questions. And we do have a couple callers on the line. Remember, if you would like to ask a question to Charlie, call us at 436-1212. Let's go ahead and get to our first caller, and you can go ahead with your question for Charlie. Caller, go ahead if you're there.
Yes, my cousin's landlord moved someone else into their house when he did not give them an eviction notice at all. He did not let them know, and he hauled away 2 truckloads of their stuff already.
Well, that's obviously something you're not supposed to do. I mean, a basic premise of the law is that everybody gets notice of something going on. That's the basic premise. You have to know what's going on so you know how to react to it. If somebody doesn't give you notice of an eviction and evicts you, that's wrong. They're supposed to give you notice. Now, whether you receive that notice may be a different question, but they're supposed to make a good faith effort to give you notice. And if they didn't do that, that's obviously wrong. There's probably a lawsuit for that, and there's probably damages.
Especially if the landlord has given stuff away already or moved your stuff out, that's damage to your property, right?
That's right. It can get worse.
Interesting. Okay, we do have another caller with a question. So caller, go ahead now and ask Charlie your question.
Yes, my question is, we filed for divorce and the paperwork was sent certified, but the other party never responded, so we need to know what we need to do now so that we can get the divorce finalized.
Well, again, we're talking about notice, which is the same thing we just spoke about before. Everybody is entitled, if there's a divorce or an eviction or a lawsuit or a criminal case, everybody's entitled to be told, given notice. So if you've sent notice to somebody, it fits the statute, and you sent them to there, which is the laws about how notice is supposed to be given, and they ignore the notice, and you can take a default judgment, which means you can get what you want. So if you've got an attorney representing you, the attorney would know exactly whether everything was done properly and whether it would be a default divorce. If you're representing yourself, you really need to check the laws and make sure you did everything right. But if you did, then you can just go in and get whatever you want in the divorce because the other party did not respond.
I'm sensing a theme here today. If somebody's going to do something to you and there's something else in advance, like a contract, like a divorce, you know, a marriage or something like that, you got to be told.
Well, we use these terms all the time, and you probably heard it, due process. And due process includes notice.
All right. Thanks so much, Charlie. We're back after this.